Hi, welcome back to my art channel, or welcome here for the first time if you're new. I'm Evelyn, a Swiss artist living in South Korea, and in this studio vlog there are prints to be made, an absolutely necessary art haul to unpack, and spring coming inspired me to paint tiny flowers and cats and temple scenery. Spring has come to Korea with cherry blossoms, and while I'd love to say sunshine, a lot of my days off turned out to be rainy days. On a particularly misty day we visited the temple Kwanum-sa, which honestly made the experience more serene and calming. But let's start from the beginning. I needed new gesso and some other art supplies for the live drawings we do at art markets. Maybe because it's spring, I'm drawn to colorful art materials. And what could be more colorful than rainbow pencils? These are by koh-i-noor, and I've been looking for them everywhere since they were constantly sold out no matter where I checked. I also got new paper, a canvas to be ready for my next Korean mythology painting, and some boring supplies like the gesso I needed. To test my new koh-i-noor magic pencils and the paper as well, I wanted to sketch some of those temple scenes from Kwanum-sa. I was most curious about one of the pencils, so I decided to go with just that one for the entire page, for a more harmonious look. Though I did do some swatching for all the others as well. This pencil comes with flecks of yellow, blue and red, and the colors blend together beautifully. I was worried that all these opposing shades would just create a muddy brown color if I'm not careful, but the combination actually veered towards a deep green. I've been using a rainbow pencil with 8 shades to draw small portraits and sketches at local art markets, and while that one comes with a wider color range, the colors are less evenly distributed, and when sharpening the pencil, I sometimes end up with only blue or only yellow color at the tip. The koh-i-noor are very chunky colored pencils, and the colors aren't arranged in a rainbow, but a distorted pattern, and so they mix more evenly. I love the idea of needing only 1 or 2 of these rainbow pencils to create a full color drawing. It would make travel sketching so much easier. Though as you can see, I drew these temple sketches at home. While I love urban sketching or travel sketching, I no longer enjoy suffering for it, and trying to draw outdoors on a rainy day counts as suffering for sure. This frog statue is one of my favorites at Kwanum-sa. I always pet him when we visit, and I left peg 1 for him to munch on, even though he already had lots of coins to eat. This mixed media paper has a beautiful texture for colored pencils. I've been using the smaller sketch pads by the same brand for live drawings, and even when I have to draw quickly and get a bit stressed out, somehow this paper makes all the textures look amazing and as if planned. So I was excited to try the larger A5 version and wasn't disappointed. It's a heavy paper that feels luxurious and the pigments positively shine on it. I can't wait to try out a small watercolor pad from the same brand as well. The last sculpture I sketched is this one. I love her expression and the hints of moss growing everywhere. Hopefully I can go back on a sunny day so that I can sketch live at the temple and capture all the beautiful stone sculptures. With that art haul behind me, I'm proud to report that I visited the art shop in Jeju City and bought nothing except packaging materials for prints. Please compliment my self-control. At a cafe close by, I took a break after running errands. It's finally time for iced coffees again. I only had my tablet with me, and so I decided to try out KRITA, a free art program a friend had recommended. I usually use Clip Studio on this tablet, but always love to experiment. For a free program, this honestly blew my mind a bit. It seems to have everything I need and more for painting on the go. During this little program test, I sketched some portraits and scenes from Bram Stoker's Dracula, since the Dracula Daily season is upon us. I really enjoy simple, cute sketches like this. On the topic of cute and simple, all the colors coming to life is inspiring and energizing, and once the days actually got warmer, that also meant a return of art markets all over Jeju Island. I still had masking tape and prints from before, but wanted to add a new illustration. My cat often pops up in my sketches, and a lot of my prints that I sell here feature Mandarin cat creatures, so for this new one, I went all in on the cats. Jeju is a volcanic island, so there are dark volcanic rocks everywhere, but it's also famous for its mandarin trees and camellia flowers, and that contrast of somber and colorful has a unique magical charm to it. For this acrylic illustration, I used my own cat as the main character, exploring his kingdom, the island, and since we are seeing the world through his eyes, cats are everywhere. I turned the stones of the typical Jeju countryside stone walls into sleeping, curled up cats, and also added more mandarin cats in the background, which turned out way tinier and more detailed than I'd planned, so the smallest brushes came in handy. While this is watercolor paper by Fabriano, I'm using acrylic paints to more easily layer them. Acrylics don't reactivate when using water, so I got to add more and more details and a lot of white highlights towards the end. I turned this illustration into 2 types of prints, as well as a cute round sticker to add to larger orders or decorate sketchbooks. I'm really happy with how it turned out, as I'd kind of missed drawing cute characters. I just took them to their first art market last week and sold them as a set. So now I'm excited for the entire spring and summer market season for sure. Back at home, a lot of small tasks had accumulated. Paintings needed hooks and wires for installation. Brushes needed cleaning. I wanted to try out the glossy varnish by Liquitex from my art haul from the beginning. And now I'm also starting my largest commission yet, a 60 cm wide scene. So you can see me struggle with the size of that paper here as I'm measuring things and getting ready to draw. Overall, spring so far feels quite inspiring, and I hope I got to share some of my new energy with you. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know how your spring and your art projects are going.